everyone! So this week's video I am super excited for because I reached over 200 subscribers a couple of days ago, and I always said I would do a Q&A if I reached 200 subscribers. Well, that day has come, so here's my video, here's my Q&A, and some of you did actually request me to do a Q&A, so this is for you lot as well. And I asked on YouTube and Instagram for you to send me questions, and here are the questions that you want me to answer. So let's get going. Okay, so the first set of questions comes from Sierra McAllister. By the way, I'm really sorry if I pronounce any of your names or usernames wrong. I'm not the best at that sort of thing, so sorry in advance. This first question she asked a very long time ago. I think it was last year, like that's how long ago it was. But I saved it for when I was going to do a Q&A, so I can finally answer this question now. Sorry, Sierra. Who is your favourite Maze Runner character? It's been a while since I've read the Maze Runner books, but I did really enjoy them. And I think one of my favourite characters has to be Brenda, who's not in the first one, but she's in the second and third. And I didn't really like her when they introduced her. And then I was like, actually she's quite badass, so yeah, I like her. Her second question is, what Hogwarts house are you in? I would love to say that I'm in Gryffindor, but the likelihood is I'm probably not. When I signed up for Pottermore, I got sorted into Hufflepuff, which, well, no one cares about Hufflepuff because they don't do anything except find things. Anyone get that reference? No? Okay. Sorry, to answer that question, I don't really know, but I'm gonna say Gryffindor because that's what I would want to be in. The next set of questions come from Ella Bella 8, and this girl is so sweet, like I actually can't believe it. And she's one of the people who asked me to do a Q&A. And she also asked me to do a shout out for her like weeks ago, and I totally forgot. So here is my shout out to you, Ella. Go and subscribe to her. I will leave her channel links below because she's generally such a nice person and she hasn't uploaded in a while, and I miss your videos, Ella, so yeah, upload something. So her first question is, have you got any tips for surviving secondary school? Again, I should probably have thought about this before I started making this video. For me, secondary school it wasn't hard, but I thought I knew what I wanted to do with my life, and so I kind of took that way to it. I think with secondary school, you kind of have to find your own way. Like, in every school, there are certain cliques within the group. And I was never in the popular group, which I didn't really want to be in a popular group anyway. I like to have my group of friends. I always find that I'm in the middle of like the hierarchy in a school classroom or school year. So I was never in the popular, but I was never like, you know, in the really bad area either. So I always found that I was in the middle, which for me personally, I really enjoyed because I always got the best of both worlds, to be fair. But tips specifically, work hard in your GCSEs because it does seem like a lot of work at the time, but honestly, looking back on it, it really wasn't. You want to make sure you can get the best results you can because your GCSEs will impact you for the rest of your life, basically. Tips for year 7 specifically, like your first year of secondary school, I would say try to not overthink things too much. Like, everyone's in the same boat. Not many people will really know each other, so try to make friends and just be who you are, because if you pretend to be someone you're not, then no one's gonna like you and someone will find out that you're not being who you really are, and then that can get messy, because again, I've seen that as well in my secondary school, so yeah. I don't know if that really helped you, Ella, but sorry if it hasn't. But yeah, just be who you are and work hard, and you should be able to survive secondary school. Her second question is, where do you want to go to in the world? If you don't know already, I am going to Italy with my sister in June, which I'm totally excited for. Like, you can't understand how excited I am for that. And Italy was the one place in the world that I always wanted to go to. So since that is being checked off my list, much sooner than I thought it would be, to be fair, the next place I really want to visit is like New York or LA, or to be honest, just America. I've never been to America and it's definitely one on the top of my list, so that's there. And I also want to go to Sydney as well. I've never been to Australia, so Australia and America, those are probably my next top places that I want to go and visit. Grace Louisa asked, what was your first makeup product? I think the first makeup product that I ever bought myself and owned was the MUA black eyeliner pencil and the NYC liquid foundation. Now, I don't use either of those anymore because the foundation was just really awful, and I don't know why my friend suggested that I got it. It just didn't last on my skin and it was just a bit ridiculous. But I think those were my first two products that I bought. Delilah Hernandez has two questions to ask me, and her first one is, what is your favourite makeup brand? I'm not really sure. I have a lot of Rimmel London products, so I tend to stay towards drugstore because I'm not really willing to spend too much money on makeup products when I can get perfectly good things from the drugstore. So Rimmel London is something that I have a lot of, but having said that, I have been using a lot of Benefit stuff as well. Like I've got Benefit mascara on at the moment, and I love their Professional as well. So Benefit for high-end and Rimmel London for drugstore. Her next question is, why did you start YouTube? So my first channel, if you didn't know, I have two channels, and this is technically my second, but I use this much more often than my original channel. So my first channel, and links will be below in the description bar if you want to check that out. I created that because I created this like when YouTube first existed, so it was years ago, and I used to like edit clips from Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter, Doctor Who. I used to edit clips together and form like a music video scene thing, if that makes sense. So that was the original idea of why I started YouTube. And then I started to vlog on that channel, which is really embarrassing, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but because you're probably all going to go and watch them now. It's just awful. I started vlogging on that channel because my friend from school was doing it, and I was like, oh, that looks like fun, I kind of want to have a go. So I started doing that, and then I stopped and I kind of gave it up, and I was like, this is not great, I'm not very good at it. And then I started uploading music, me playing instruments to that channel. So that channel's gone through a very changeable cycle. Is that making sense? It's changed a lot over the years, that channel. And then I stopped as well with that channel. And then my friend Emily started making makeup videos, and I was like, actually, it's been a while since I've just sat in front of the camera and talked about things that I enjoy and makeup, because at that time I was just kind of getting into makeup. So I thought I'd pick it up and I'd create a whole new channel, which is this channel, all about makeup and styling and whatever you want to see, basically, or whatever I want to make as well. So that's why I started YouTube. _ K Hush I Pandit, I have no idea if I said that correctly, asks, why do you think you look like Zoella and talk like her in your vlogs? # no hate, just asking. I don't mind. You can ask whatever you want. It's a Q&A. I wouldn't necessarily say I talk like her in my videos. I would be slightly worried if you think I did. But she inspires me a lot, and she was the reason why I wanted to dip dye my hair, because I always wanted to do it, but I was just a bit scared. And then I saw how much I liked it on her hair, and I was like, oh my god, now I've got to do it. But I only discovered her like a year ago or something. No, maybe 2 years ago or something. But someone, before I even started watching her videos, someone had like said to me, oh, you remind me of this person, and I was like, I don't know who this person is. And then I started to like watch her videos, and I was like, actually, I kind of do like watching her, but I love her style and just generally her. She's a very relatable person. Why do I think I look like her? I don't know, I've just been told it in the past, which makes me quite happy, to be honest, because like I said, I love her style. But yeah, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so yeah. Neil _ Sheetai asks, could you include this question in your Q&A video? Smiley face. Of course I can include it in my Q&A video. So that's it basically. Thanks to everyone who sent me questions. I really enjoyed this video, and I hope you did too, and it's kind of giving you an insight a little bit more into who I am. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed a Q&A and you want me to do these a bit more frequently. If you're new, subscribe by clicking the button down there, and I will see you next week. Goodbye! Oh no, I actually touched the lens. Oh.